We think about history, we often imagine a straightforward timeline of events, but the truth is, history is filled with surprises that defy our expectations. Today, we're diving into some of the most unexpected facts that textbooks rarely mention. From famous leaders to legendary warriors, and even the shortest war ever recorded, these stories will make you question everything you thought you knew about the past. Let's start with a surprising fact about America's first president, then travel across the world to ancient Japan, and finally, witness a war that barely lasted an hour. Get ready to see history in a whole new light. Did you know that George Washington, the very first president of the United States, never actually lived in the White House? While he played a crucial role in selecting the site and overseeing its construction, the building wasn't finished until after his presidency. Instead, Washington lived in presidential residences in New York and Philadelphia. John Adams, the second president, became the first to call the White House home. This little-known detail reminds us that even the most iconic symbols of history have stories that are often overlooked. Here's another twist. Samurai, the legendary warriors of Japan, were still around during a time when pirates were already using guns. While we often picture samurai wielding swords in ancient times, their era actually overlapped with the age of gunpowder and firearms. Meanwhile, pirates on the high seas had already adopted guns as part of their arsenal. This overlap shows just how complex and interconnected world history can be, with traditions and technology evolving side by side in unexpected ways. Finally, let's talk about the shortest war in history. In 1896, the Anglo-Zanzibar War broke out and lasted only 38 minutes. This conflict between the British Empire and the Sultan of Zanzibar ended almost as quickly as it began. British forces overwhelmed their opponents in less than an hour, making this the briefest recorded war ever. It's a perfect example of how history can be stranger than fiction, with events that are both dramatic and fleeting. These stories remind us that the past is full of surprises waiting to be discovered.